way the sins of the father will be passed on. I'ma spend every dollar till the cash gone. Hope they remember my name once I pass on. I'ma leave you some jewels you can latch on.
We got 4 jewels that you can learn from Tupac when it comes to women. Yeah, I got more, man. Don't think it's over yet, man. I got a little bit more, man. You know, like I said again, I dissected his life. I went and dug deep, and I went and found some jewels like I feel that some of y'all can use, man. You know what I mean? There's 4 things that made Tupac appealing to women. And I think if you apply these things in your life, and you'll be appealing to women as well. And number 1, Tupac was charismatic, man. And he had a lot of personality. That's number 1. Very charismatic. See, you don't got no charisma. You gotta have charisma, man. You gotta have personality. You can't be a stiff guy. You can't be a guy with no personality and think women is gonna find you appealing. You gotta have charisma. That's the one thing Tupac had over all the rappers. Ain't nobody was more charismatic than Tupac. Nobody had a bigger personality than Tupac. So you gotta be charismatic. I don't know how you gonna do it. I don't know where you gonna find it. Hit me up. You might can be able to get some jewels you can use, and I can give you some tips on how to be more charismatic and have a bigger personality. But some of this shit you can't teach. You gotta be born with it. It gotta be in you, not on you, you dig? So, but definitely, you definitely need to apply that into your life, man. Be more charismatic, have more of a personality, you dig? Have a sense of humor. Women love niggas that know how to make them smile, you dig? So you gotta have a little bit of that with you, you know what I mean? And number 2, Tupac was extremely confident, man. He was extremely confident. Yeah, you gotta be confident in yourself, man. You gotta be sure of yourself. When you go to approach a woman, you gotta approach her with confidence. The moment you stutter, you lost it. That's it. If you're trying to get a woman number and you don't approach with confidence and you try to ask for the number, but you stutter, that's it. You ain't gonna get the number. She can smell you like a greyhound. She can smell you like, you know what I mean, like a shark. She know when you got confidence and when you don't got confidence, man. You dig? So you have to be extremely confident. That's one of the jewels that I realized that made Tupac so appealing to most women. He was knocking everything down because he was extremely confident, and women love a confident man. And number 3, you gotta have this one right here, man. You gotta have a little bit of street with you. See, Tupac was street, but he was, you know, he still was able to articulate himself in a way that most men couldn't do it at that time. You know what I mean? He was able to articulate himself in a way that most guys couldn't do it back then, man. You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't talking like Tupac, man. Niggas wasn't intelligent like Pac. Half of them rappers you see right now, man, shit, they wasn't intelligent when they were 25. They wasn't able to articulate themselves the way Pac was able to, you know what I mean, speak to a woman and be on interviews and really speak with a high level of intelligence. Yeah, and that was the illest part that made him so appealing to women. He was a street dude with a certain type of edge, but he was still intelligent. He knew how to articulate his words in a way that most guys couldn't do it back then, man. Yeah, he was an extremely intelligent guy. See, women love a street dude with some intelligence with him, you feel me? See, he can go to the hood and be comfortable and be cool and be smooth and be respected, but also can go to the corporate world and handle his business. Women love guys that know how to play both sides. They love them. That's why I do so well with women, man, because I'm a street nigga, but I'm also intelligent. You feel me? So that's why women gravitate towards me. That's why they love my dirty drawers. That's why they love me like they love any artist out there, you dig? Fucking with me is like fucking with, you know, one of these iconic figures that I'm speaking about right now, man. Because I move with a certain intelligence. I move with a certain swagger, confidence, personality that get women captivated, you dig? See, to make yourself more appealing to women, man, you gotta have a little bit of edge on you, but you gotta have a head on your shoulder as well, you dig? So it's important to apply these things in your life. Don't just be a street nigga and be a dumb nigga. You feel me? Nah, that ain't cool. That ain't never been appealing. That ain't never been attractive to women. To be a dumb street nigga, you could be a gangster, you can be a gangbanger, but you gotta be knowledgeable as well. You dig? Yeah, no, not because you know what I mean? A street nigga, that don't mean you need to be dumb. Know what I mean? Not because you a street nigga, that don't mean you don't need to read. Not because you a street nigga doesn't mean you don't need to go to school or go to college or go to high school and learn something. You could be a gangster and learn shit too, but women love an intelligent gangster. Understand that. She love an intelligent gangster, man. Yeah, most definitely, man. And number 4, last but not least, man, Tupac made himself a high value man. That's what he did that made him so appealing to women. He was a high value man. And how did he make himself a high value man? He took the jewels in the game that he had and he applied it to his day-to-day life and became one of the most iconic figures that ever lived, known to man today, you dig? Yeah, he took his gift that was given by God, being an artist, being a rapper, being creative, and he put it out there to the world and he applied himself. Yeah, his mom was a Black Panther. Yeah, he didn't know his father, but he still applied himself. He still made it happen no matter what. He made himself a high value man, regardless of his circumstances, regardless of where he was born, regardless of how much he didn't have. He turned shit into sugar and turned water into wine. He made himself a high value man. He didn't complain about what was going on, man. He made it happen, you dig? Made himself a self-made millionaire. You dig? Gun-toting, swinger pistols in the air. Today, Tupac will be considered a high-value man because he turned shit into sugar and turned water into wine. Know what I mean? Yeah. It don't matter where he was coming from. He understood where he needed to go. He understood the mission. I gotta get my paper right, man. I gotta get my paper right. He took his talents and he made something of himself, you dig? So that's what you gotta do. You gotta take your talents and make something of yourself. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna make you more appealing to the woman. Take your talents and make something of yourself. Stop chasing women right now if you ain't got your money right. Stop looking for the next thing to smash if you know you gotta go get your money right. If you know you gotta go take care of your business, you gotta handle certain things, do that. The women are gonna come once you start making the money. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Women are being born rapidly, at a rapid pace. You dig? I think there's more women than men on the planet Earth right now. They not going nowhere. Make yourself a high value man. Go get your money right. Focus on what you want to do. Start you a career. Know what I mean? Go get you a career, man. And then the women are going to come and chase you. It's going to be no problem. You got to swat them off like flies. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, AKA, but it ain't about that right now, man. It's about the Cash Academy, Personal Development Transformation Academy, where you can be, do, and have anything and everything you want out of life, how to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your reality, but most importantly, how to raise your DNA vibration. Y'all been asking me about my hair routine, my skin routine, my morning routine. Y'all been asking me all type of questions in my DM, but I've been hearing and I got the answers. Listen, the Cash Academy is the place where you need to sign up right now so you can have all the answers to the questions that you may have. You dig? Sign up right now. Join the Cash Academy with yours truly, Liquid Cash. Cheers.